very passionate about things. When I see something that's wrong, I want to fix it. When and I don't take no for an answer. So he knows that I'm stubborn, I'm ornery. If you poke me in the chest enough, at some point, basically what's going to happen is I'm going to come after you. So he stopped me, I don't know how many times over the years, whether it's at social functions or whatever, from just, I'm a good old boy, let's go out behind the woodshed and we'll just fix it right there. But he saved my bacon a lot over the years. So passionate is the word. And the funny thing about it is, usually in the middle of one of my passionate moments, Charles would tell me to just calm down, think about it, and he'd always give me some other angle, some other option to look at to try to resolve the situation, or whatever it might be. And I'd usually walk away from him mumbling, saying things that I can't say in this audience today, cursing him and making obscene gestures and stuff like that. But eventually, the seed that he had planted in my brain, and then once I had calmed down, took effect. Basically, I figured out that Charles was usually right, and that he had sound judgment, good advice, and we usually worked through the problem, and he was always there to help me with that. What took me a long time to understand was what he was actually doing, and what he's actually doing today by making me stand up here and give this speech in front of people while I can feel the sweat just pouring off of me, is he's I lost my spot. I think I'm way ahead of myself. Anyways, what he's been teaching me over all these years is basically that he's been teaching me how to be a better part of the team, a bigger team player, to become a better leader, a better manager, a mentor to the younger folks that were below us. I don't know if he knew he was doing it at the time. I just think he's a level-headed, calm, collected individual, and I've always been that hyper-spastic guy that all you got to do is go like this and I'm on the ceiling, But he's always been there for me for that. We've attended many functions over the years, managers' conferences, social functions, and as I've encountered obstacles over my career, I've called on Charles on many, many occasions, whether it's via the phone or I see him at a conference or something like that. And we built a special trust here, like I said before, and friendship back in the early '90s. So when I have a problem, he's the first guy that I call to get advice, and I thank you for that, Charles. Thank you very much. One of the things that I admire most about Charles is that I think his single most important character trait is his honesty. He's going to tell you what you need to hear and not what you want to hear. And that's hard to do because people don't want to hurt people's feelings. People don't want to say something that might offend somebody. And he's always been that straight shooter, and I just love his integrity. And it's something that I've tried to take on board and do the same thing with the rest of my life, and just tell the truth even when it hurts kind of stuff, and be honest and tell them what they want, tell them what they need to hear, not what they want to hear. So moving along, I was thinking about what I should say today, how I should keep it light, hopefully humorous, heartfelt, but yet genuine. How do I keep it to 2 minutes or less? I've already blown that out of the water. And after much internal debating and sweating and rashes and everything else, here's what I came up with. Thank you for keeping me from going to Captain's Mass on a regular basis when we were younger. I'm serious. Thank you for, yeah, I already said that. You're welcome.
Grizz, thank you too.
Grizz, thank me too. You're welcome for that one rare time where I think I saved your bacon. And oh, by the way, he promised me a steak dinner for that. After all the times he saved me, I don't think I'm going to hold him to it. But if you ever do get to it, I like a ribeye steak. I like it marinated in zesty Italian dressing for about a day. I'd like it cooked medium rare or some red oak coals if you don't mind, sir. All right. Thank you for recognizing my weaknesses and my strengths when we were younger and throughout my career. And thanks for having the patience and fortitude to keep me on course all these years. Thank you for listening to my professional as well as my personal issues, and always providing me with sound judgment and advice, even if I sometimes didn't follow it. Thank you for understanding when I didn't follow it and still continuing to be my friend and provide that advice to me. Thank you for making me sweat for the past week. Somehow I know it has a purpose and I'm better for it, even though I'm not quite feeling it at this moment. Thank you for helping me become who I am today. Without you and many others out there like you, I wouldn't be standing here. No, I'm not sharing a percentage of my time. Thank you on behalf of the ATC community for your steadfast devotion to duty. for the many contributions you've made to the ATC organization, and for the leadership and guidance you've provided to countless sailors over so many years. The Navy and air traffic control community will miss you very, very much. Thank you for being my keeper within the community. I've always been a little wild and crazy, like I kind of mentioned earlier. Somehow Charles, by our community leaders, master chiefs, senior chiefs, captains, commanders, and everything else, for some reason, whenever they couldn't find Schrock, they would call Master Chief Landers. And he's always been the guy that was my babysitter. Thanks for letting us not get caught. Thank you very much for always having my back. Thank you for being my shipmate. You've always been there when I needed you. Hand, foot, or whiffle bat at the ready. That's old day stuff right there. We can't do that kind of stuff anymore. To provide me guidance, wisdom, and support and direction. I hope I've been there for you as well, my friend. Most importantly, thank you for being my friend. Thank you for the great memories and sea stories we will always have to share with our kids, our grandkids, and our friends. I look forward to making many new memories, and if you know me, some very funny and sometimes painful new stories. I'm prone to accidents. I usually hurt myself at the, and everybody else gets to laugh at me while I'm doing it because I do stupid things. I wish the very best of luck to you, your family, and all your future endeavors. May God bless you and provide nothing but joy and many, many more years of happiness. Congratulations on your wonderful career. I love you. Thank you.
There's one more.